Hey guys, you're gonna check out this video. It's all about the Master Key experience, and you're gonna love it!
Hi Pamela, thanks for joining us. Could you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I can tell you that my mother was a hairdresser, and I actually just followed in her footsteps because I loved listening to what she had to say and what she did and how she actually talked to people. So I ended up becoming a hairdresser, and that was many years ago. I've been a hairdresser for probably about 45 years, a little bit over that. And I have to say that I love the communication with people and relationships. And I'm married.
Oh.
I am. I have a wonderful husband, and he's Mr. Wonderful, and I've been married for 30 years.
Oh, so you're married, but you don't want any kids.
Not that I didn't want any kids. It just didn't happen that way. See, I believe we have a plan. There's a plan for all of us. And so it just so happened that was not part of the plan for me. Yep. But I love kids. Because you know what? We all are kids inside. We're all kind of kids. What do you think about that?
I think it's right. You just grown up.
So what other questions do you have for me?
Could you please explain what the Master Key experience
is to you?
Yeah, could you please explain what the Master Key experience is to you?
Actually, it came to me through a friend of mine, and I had done some coaching models. I actually did 5 different coaching models, and one of them was health coaching. And during the health coaching, we were on a mastermind call, and he said to me, I think I have something that might be of interest to you. And I said, well, what is that? And he said, I'll send you a link. So he sent me a link, and he sent me the link the week it started. Like, he sent me a link on Tuesday, and it started on Sunday. And I had to watch 3 videos. So I had a friend come in, and she was visiting me, and I said, I need to watch these videos. I don't know why, but I think I need to watch these, and I believe I'm going to do this process, this course. And you know what she said to me? You don't have time for that. But you know what? I decided to watch it anyway, and when I did, there was something about it that really I felt that I needed to look at it closer. So I did. And I'm so glad that I did. Do you know why?
No. Is that the thing that inspired you to continue?
It was the thing that inspired me to continue because I went through the process, I went through the program, and I was just so taken by it because even through all my coaching models that I had experienced, there was something quite different about this. Do you want to know what it was?
Yes, please.
Instead of somebody trying to talk me into something else. I was pretty excited about that, to hear that this was all about being a self-directed thinker, that you could be who you chose to be instead of somebody telling you possibly what they thought you should be. The one thing I found with the Master Key is they have something called, it's a 7-day diet, mental diet, and it's all about saying nice things to people. Have you ever went through a day and you don't think anything negative? How do you feel when somebody says something that is unkind?
Angry.
It's kind of hurtful, right?
Yeah.
So would you want to do that to someone? No. So today I have a challenge for you.
Who's asking the questions here now?
That happens when you're a coach. Go ahead. You can ask me the questions.
Why did you do the Monster Key experience?
Well, I did it because actually I am a professional student. I love to learn. And if something is going to be beneficial, I am very interested in seeing where it would lead. Because you know what is life if you're not growing? And the people that have come into my life, oh my gosh, I wouldn't be talking to you two right now. Life is truly what you make it. And it starts with what you think. So one of the things with the Master Key is it really helps you actually become the best that you can be. It allows you to start looking at what you're thinking. And when you think about what you're thinking, then what happens after you think about it? What usually happens next? It's what you say. And so you're speaking to people and it just makes a totally different language.
I think I heard Peanut.
I think you did. I think he wants to go outside.
What did you get out of the Monster Key experience?
What I got out of the Master Key experience was life-changing for me, because what happened is the people that I was introduced to and the way that I would look at things differently, because it was all about how you look at things and how you speak about things in a different way. Mark and Davine have something that can make such a big difference in people's lives. And being a part of that and the association that you have with other people is so different than I've seen with any other program. I have looked at a lot of self-help different things, and there's nothing like this. And the hashtag of there's nothing like it is really true. And in life, the one thing about Master Key is I really believe that we're searching for the truth, because a lot of times things happen in our life and we're really not sure what's really true. But when you can start talking to people that are really being honest and truthful with you, that changes a lot of the way you think. I can remember there's things that come inside of us that inner voice. It's just like you boys, when you're talking to each other, there's this inner voice that's telling you what's the right thing to do. What's the most important thing to do? And you know it. But do we necessarily do it? That is a question that you ask yourself. Do you do it? There's challenges that people have all the time. There's people that want to go on weight to lose weight, or they want to be in a sport and they want to be the best that they want to be. But something's holding them back and they don't know what it is. And you know what it is a lot of times? Do you know what the real answer is? It's themselves. It's themselves. Because what's going through up here is what's holding them back. It's what you think. There's certain things that we think about, and when they think about it, it's the self-talk that isn't really speaking the truth. So when you're looking for the truth, you have to go inside your heart and find out what that is. And once you find that, you'll know. you know without a shadow of a doubt what it really is. And then life becomes very exciting because then all the possibilities open up. That is part of what the master key does. It allows you to know that anything is possible, because if you can think it, you can be it. If it's not going to take anyone else's good. It's very important that you check in your heart and make sure that you're doing what you know is the best thing you can do for all that are involved. There's something that Mark J will say at times, and I heard one of us say it, is it has to do, and Darren, maybe you know this as well, it's to give up your good for the greater good. And sometimes we have to sacrifice something, or sometimes we have to give something up to know that it's for the best and it's for the greater good. One thing we have learned in the Master Key is how to look at everything in a different light. It's like having a new pair of glasses that really all of a sudden bring things so much clearer to you. Last year was my second year I went through, and I remember the first year that I went through, which was 2 years ago. I went through it 2 years ago, and oh my gosh, I was, I mean, it is work to go through it. I mean, there is some things you need to do, because to work on yourself, it takes discipline, time to put in to get the value. But anything that's worth value is going to take time. But the support that you get, the hands-on support that you get with a guide, I mean, I know from coaching, people will hire a coach, but here you get a guide that's going to be with you for 6 months and work with you through the Master Key. That is changing. That's life-changing.
What would you say to someone who is thinking about doing the MKE?
If you're thinking about it, then to be honest with you, the MKE calls you. You're the one that has to say yes. The value of the course is exactly priceless. So when you're looking at, oh my golly, anyone that has done any self-development has spent quite a large amount of money to really, because even schools, think about, college, people go to college and then all of a sudden they find that they're not using what they just paid for. They decided that they can't get a job or something's not working, where this has so much value because it's going to really direct you to what it is that's inside of you that is calling to you. What's so important is when you can have peace in your life and know that whatever's going on, you can look at the good in it. That's pretty powerful.
How would you explain the guidance and help you received in the course?
I would say the guidance that I received in the course was like actually hands-on. There's something someone told me about. There's motivation and there's inspiration. You can get motivated, and you're motivated for a time. When you're inspired, it's inside and it lasts. I am so grateful. And that's what people see in me. And it's the light of love is what I call it. It's that spark. And I'm just grateful for it. And the Master Key has given me an even brighter light to be able to help others. So the hands-on, being a guide for the Master Key is such a privilege. to be able to be there and not tell anybody what to do, but listen and direct them to themselves because they have the answers within them. Because that inner world is a reflection of the outer world. So if something's going on in your world, you need to really stop and listen.
Do you have anything else to add?
Doing the master key brought me full circle. We're all children. That childlike within us is golden. And then all of a sudden it was like, when you start looking at people that way, there's something that changes. There's not that competitive, fearless, fear-based. It's more like, let's just really look at being caring for each other. Truly coming from that place. And then things just automatically just shift and change. Life is simple. It either comes from love or fear. And I used to say, my dad, growing up, I remember him saying to me, I asked him a question. I just wanted him to give me an answer. I was going through a tough time. I just wanted him to give me an answer. And you know what he said to me? You're old enough to know what to do. And that was the most powerful thing he could have said to me. Because he made me believe in myself and not to look for someone else to tell me what to do. It's all about relationships. But it really starts with us. It starts with us. Because if we're not truthful to ourselves, we're not being truthful to ourselves, how can we be truthful to others? And we know the answer. We know the truth.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. See ya, bye!